We actually were talking about that earlier. There's I guess it's the latest Mary Washington issue, has an article about men on campus, and those were my years. Those were the years that a lot of those guys were around. My first year, which was, I came in the fall of '73, I think was the first year, and I may not have this right, that we actually had men who were on the main campus. I think the previous year they had been at Trench Hill. And it was, for me, I was brand new, so it wasn't as shocking to me as it was to the upperclassmen, who all of a sudden there was a dorm on campus which was theirs. And that was an interesting crowd. Some of them were pretty clear that they really didn't want to be at Mary Washington. There was a guy who was a friend of mine for all 4 years. He wanted to go to William and Mary. He couldn't get in because his grades weren't good enough. So his goal from the moment he came to Mary Washington was to make good grades at Mary Washington so he could transfer after 2 years. So there was that sense. And then we had some older students who actually were returning Vietnam vets who were part of our college experience. And I think the divide with them was much greater, because it was an age, not only an age, if you're 18 or 17 like I was when I went to college, but this was a guy who had been in Vietnam, and he was starting back in school. So you don't really have a lot in common initially until you get to know each other.